love them from the lineup this year. So it's Coach Nancy playing, Dixie's playing. I can't remember the others. The age of the internet, I was just having a look at it all up.
But generally speaking, you had a very good feeling about it.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, I was definitely going to go, really, even though it's a bit thrilling. It just looked like a great lineup, but never let it. Maybe I can still. What, like, how old are Hawkwind now?
First festival I ever went to, Hawkwind were playing. That was in Penzance.
I don't know if you met before, you met my mate Marjorie. One of the first times we went round for dinner, we went there, he claimed that Queen's second ever gig was in Carlin Downs. And I didn't believe him, but he managed to find a poster. And they weren't even headlining. Well, of course, I guess it's the first. Oh, what was the drummer called? Yeah, Hawkwind were headlining that festival in Carlin Downs. Must be the only festival I've ever been
They
to.
played in Penzance in 1988.
No way.
Yeah, on the recreation ground in Penzance. There was meant to be a festival called Flowing Gas Festival. And at the last minute, the venue went, no, we're not doing that.
So obviously
And then
that.
they ended up getting wrecked down Penzance. But the Mutual Waste Company. Remember them? They were like the originators of the whole like they built a trigger farm. They built scrap. Double stacking bus is really like decked out is their funky stuff, funky thing. But yeah, and Hawkwind, they headlined with that. Yeah, my first ever festival.
And that's the nice one, yeah. Like, but then 88 or
88. Yeah, come on. I'm not that young.
So they would have been quite not old then, but like they've been going for a while then.
Still been going for a fucking long time. They don't use now. All of motorheads have done it. I mean, that's kind of scary, isn't it? All of them.
Not as mad as all the Rolling Stones are alive. Well, no, actually, no, Charlie wants to do it. Nearly one.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. They're all still alive.
There were two Beatles as well.
Yeah. The two least interesting ones.
There's a rule in life then. It's never too interesting.
That's why Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, he did nice and early, yeah.
He's too interesting for this world.
I run a not-for-profit organisation called the Project. I'm a marine biologist, so I get about just having fun, discovering wildlife, and also you collect data and things doing it.
My cousin is his dad.
So that's me and my mum.
north. Yeah, so he's part of that. Yeah, again, like checking out the wildlife.
That's cool. Did you hear that we had a couple of orcas? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, from they were a long way away. That's so cool. And they're two brothers. And one of them, they suspect to be the oldest orca in the world.
I saw a bastard shot. Oh, God.
Yeah, they don't give it anything.
Basically, you don't understand.
Lucky that's where it went. Could have been anywhere.
No, you don't see them. I've never seen one myself.
You need a higher perch. What's the door?
Karen's injured at first. Well, I mean, I studied marine biology, and then I'm now I've just done a PhD in marine evolution, really. And then some of the work that I was doing research I did was using what I call citizen science data public. And I just sort of did falling in love with that whole sort of concept, really. To the point that eventually started a not-for-profit. We're going to be converting to what we are in the process of converting to a charity now to do that on a full-time basis. And yeah, so now we have we've gone 8 years. And we've got like volunteer hubs all around the country doing community events every single month. That's good. Enjoy it. We make it into a game as well because you use an app to record the wildlife, but then you get a score depending on how rare the things are. Well, every month.
Might have to join in.
Well, the nearest one is Castle Beach in Falmouth. I'll be there next weekend. What do you do?
I've literally just moved back down.
Really?
I was living in Bristol.
Oh, you're
I've been there for the last 25 years.
What brought you back down?
Basically, I fucking hate living in Bristol.
Really?
Yeah.
It's quite a cool city.
No, it's not.
No?
No. It's shit. It used to be cool.
Yeah.
But basically, a couple of years ago, I was like, really nice.
Visitors?
No, like actually, public attacked, shamed, cancelled, and whatnot by this really nasty lefty group called Acorn Union. Basically, they represent tenants.
So were you a landlord? Were you?
No. I stupidly, out of the kindness of my own heart, allowed somebody to like lodge in my house because they were so conservative. Boy, do I regret that because they were.
Right, okay. So how did this...
Basically, it was horrible, and when I eventually said, you've got to get out of my house, I can't stand you being in my house any longer. She ran off to this fucking Acorn Union. They then turned up from my business, waving placards, sticking posters on the front of my shop about how I'm this evil landlord and I've done all these horrific things.
You were just renting out a room in your house?
And all I did was rent out. I didn't even rent it. I run along.
You're getting taken money?
No, I took money, but only towards the bill. I said to her at the time, you're not renting, you're just contributing towards the bill. That's all you're doing. You're not renting a room. I made it clear. And yet she ran off to these platforms. Because I said, get this, you're a bunch of crooks. I'm not answering any questions. I'm touching you. They then did this. And so they attacked me. At my business, they turn up en masse. Yeah,
Over there?
yeah, in my business, in my shop, they turn up, 20 or 30 of them, cram into my shop, all haranguing me, telling me I'm this fucking evil person. Yeah, really full on. And they do that month on month on month.
They just think on someone new.
They are just a bunch of fucking... I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said But that's what they were. Yeah? And they were just basically traumatised me so badly that ever since then I couldn't stand to be in my shop. I was having panic attacks actually going to my own work.
So,
I had a bespoke picture frame. So, you know, and this is the weird thing, it's like all my customers fucking love me. When you like doing really nice job, you know, and all this. And yeah, but like, they were literally going around house to house, knocking on people's doors, handing them cards, telling them that I was this evil person. That's how fucking nasty it was. So yeah, like,
so now you're back here.
and like so yeah, as far as like Woki, all of that sort of thing, I am like done with those kind of things.
Well, they do sound like particular kind.
Yeah, they're really nasty. So that's why I moved back down here. It's like,
Whereabouts you moved to?
moved back to house. But yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm in a position where the house of course Bristol sold that. There's enough to buy why wouldn't you?
Helston's alright as well, no?
Yeah, I grew up there. But I actually grew up just outside. Yes! It's fucking amazing. And I also we've known each other since we were very young.
Ah, okay. People days in it. Did you go every year? I did the first ever one. No way.
What year was that? So yeah, we were at the same fucking festival yet again. I was working at years on the trot. Like 2009, 2010. I was doing food catering. So there was like a food catering company, and I was like working in that food catering. Right. Yeah, well, cool. There you go. How many fucking times have we been in almost the same
Festivals are mad though, like sometimes you know someone's going to the festival, you say, oh yeah, we'll bump into you there, and you actually don't bump into them, and then it's just some random person you chat to as you're queuing it to get in, and you just bump into them every 5 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, weirdly enough, I bumped into Monty Moore on the keyboard player at the Dam.
Oh yeah.
One of the years I was just beautiful days. I'm just walking through the crowd, and he just like beeline straight at me because he goes out, or he's married to someone at school, and yeah, he's just like literally beeline straight at me. And I'm like, hey, fucking.
They played last year, didn't they?
They've played a few times.
I think possibly the first time I went there, they played a set on the main stage, but then they also had a booked in on the big top to play because it was the anniversary of like one of their major albums. To just play that album, and then somebody else cancelled on the same day in the big top, so they played for that set as well. So they played like 3 times in that one. Yeah, 3. I got a little bit over it.
You're a bit of a damn fan.
Not massive, but I kind of, it's a bit before my time as well, that whole era, but I sort of came into it after it all finished sort of thing, and I love the Clash.
Captain Sensible.
Oh, he's awesome.
Hates the band.
He hates the Clash.
Yeah, they were in the studio next door to them when they were recording. Machine Gun Eddie.
All right.
No, they said that like, all the captains used to complain like, oh, you can fucking smell with weed and pot, and they were just sat there getting stoned all day, not even doing anything.
They did make some decent music. That's all the opinions. I couldn't tell you because I don't have internet.
It's not enough aluminium.
It didn't even have a minute. They are. I didn't make it too much of a fuss about it. So we'll wait for it now. And the drinks are so good. And they say, oh, you can bring your own. I've never done that.
Maybe you turned up drinking.
Oh, it does have the bonus of not cure. Should have been at, what gigs did we go to? The Magic Giants the other day. No, but these women just kept coming in and staying in front of each other.
Hairspray. Yeah, big hair. 1980s big hair.
I'm not a big fan of the guy. That guy. That's the baby, but he sued the estate for not. He didn't have permission for taking a picture of the baby.
Yeah, I know, but it's so long there that they couldn't actually prove any.
I think got thrown out. Yeah. I'm sure that won't mind you. Don't you want to go on your own? No one go, really. The problem is we can arrange ourselves so we're all in tight order. Hey, how you doing? No, I'm currently. And Lou, Devin's not my Lou, Lou Cramer, it's taken. Not Lucy, it's so complicated with the tickets. I'll tell you at half time.
Check one. Hello. All right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good time. We're in a barn. It's been turned into a fucking bar. I think that is the definition of living the dream. So thank you for sharing this dream with me. Hopefully I will not turn it into a nightmare imminently.
Do you need that mic stand in front of you?
Oh.
Excuse me,
Right.
stage manager.
No, you're
Oh, here he is again.
good. You're good. I didn't even see that. I've got like object blindness. It's great when it comes to things like that, but when it comes to looking for my keys every fucking day, it's a nightmare. Okay. Thank you so much for coming to the arse end of Cornwall. My name is Sam. I will be opening the show this evening and preparing you for fucking the guy after me. It turns out he's a bit of a cock. I've been spending this whole time with him on this tour, and we're coming to the end of it. I think both of us would be quite happy to not spend any more time together. I thought it was alright at first, but some of the stuff he says to me is horrible. Wouldn't even say that to myself. Anyway, I can't blame him because we're all incredibly different, and I don't know really what's going on in his head, and he can say the same for me. This is a song about that. I'm the only me there is and you're the only you. No one else is quite like me and nobody just like you. Cannot speak for anyone else cause no one's got a clue of what it's like inside the mind of someone else who isn't you. For so long I worried about what other people think of me. Care too much despite the fact that some people don't mean a thing to me. I try to please them, in all I do I hide some sides of who I am to please the person I talk to. No thanks, I've done that too long and now it's time that I'll step up, reflect upon the things that I give held back. To start I must confess the Pixar films will make me cry, especially Finding Nemo cause I'm a sensitive guy. That's fine, so is ordering lager in mine. Yet to still apologise if someone raises their eyes. It doesn't make me lame, it's just my personal taste. I prefer cocktails to dark ales, but that's okay. So is taking medication every single day. It helps to keep me balanced and in control of my brain. If you think they're strange in any way, it's not true, it's just your lack of understanding of things that don't relate to you. Cause I'm the only me there is and you're the only you. No one else is quite like me and nobody just like you. I cannot speak for anyone else cause no one's got a clue of what it's like inside the mind of someone else who isn't you. I'm the only me there is and you're the only you. No one else is quite like me and nobody just like you. Cannot speak for anyone else cause no one's got a clue of what it's like inside the mind of someone else who isn't you. Okay, it's quite rare for me to start talking so much so early into a set. Is it? Fuck. I was wondering in this bit, at about 28 seconds from when I start singing again, I will say the words my mum's sound. And if you are okay to say so, could you just shout Big on Maggie at the same, just after I've said it. I won't do a practice because fucking hell, who needs to practice? I'll tell you more about Maggie in a bit. Ready? Give it a try. I phone my mama more than once in a day cause I'm homophobic, no but that is totally gay. Wait, it doesn't matter if I'm gay or straight. Who the fuck are you to judge me for the way I've been made? My mum sound a hell of a lady. So what if we'll never respect the person who has made me? Is that crazy? No, it's not for you to judge. Just focus on yourself and yeah, be less of a... Is it too early for cunt? I find racist jokes tasteless, cringe when they're told. Not the homophobe or sexist, those records are old. Yeah, I may sometimes get high, but I'll never let it get in the way of my professional life. I'm not a criminal, but there's no that I break, not a threat, bruv. I stay at home and get paid to play games. I'm living my life, so don't concern yourself with my decisions. I'm doing just fine, cause I'm the only me there is and you're the only you. No one else is quite like me and nobody just like you. Cannot speak for anyone else cause no one's got a clue of what it's like inside the mind of someone else who isn't you. I'm the only me there is and you're the only you. No one else is quite like me and nobody just like you. Cannot speak for anyone else cause no one's got a clue of what it's like inside the mind of someone else who isn't you. And this is my life and opinion, and some may disagree. Won't hide away my thoughts anymore or distort my beliefs. I'm not religious, but I still hold there's a heaven. Don't know if I believe in ghosts or like to, but no better. Just primary school to teaching, cause I generally don't feel clever. I think the human race is better off if we just stick together. But people who hate people cause of a difference in their views, just leave all people to be themselves and you just work on you. Cause if every single person on this planet was the same, the world would be the boring and predictable place. Because we may be different, there's no reason to hate or judge a person, cause I'm not the same as the way that you've been made. I'm incredibly lucky cause of how I was raised. It's not my place to judge somebody based on the gender, their race or their faith. But there's so much hate from some people I struggle to tolerate. Although I know that we're only the products of the road that we're born on and made to take. Yes, I know we're only the products of a road that we're born on and made to take. But if don't like the road that you're walking down now. It's never too late to change. Thank you. Are you happy with the level of face and wood? Yeah. Weirdest choice of words I've ever made. I will ask again in a slightly more serious manner. Vocals, are you okay for you to hear things? Yeah. Lovely. Honestly, I know I should never be given a microphone because I just don't know what the fuck's going to come out of my face. Just don't put wood in my face. Just waving it around. Cool. This is about finding positives, even if they are minuscule. I was trying to think of an example, but life's really fucking hard. Even the small bits. Anybody got a nice example of something tiny but wonderful that's happened to them today? It's a trick question. You're all at a gig in a fucking barn. It's a brilliant thing to happen to you, okay? Start looking harder, people. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. Cause when it gets too much, the rule that you got to remind you of why you love life. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. Cause when it gets too much, the rule that you got to remind you of why you love life. Now, it's no secret, I suffer from depression. Confess it often, it's the strength of it is lesson. When I share it out, doesn't mean that I don't suffer now. I let the negatives pouring until I'm basically drowning. When I'm down now and struggling to cope, I focus on the little things that help me keep afloat. Like when I find a £5 note in my coat, woo! Drop my phone, but my screen's not broke. It's the little things that help me get by. A beautiful day where the sun shines bright. When the weather's rough, but I can stay inside, wrapped up in my dressing gown, heating up high. A little decrease in petrol price, a revocation when the train's on time. Staying up, playing PlayStation all night through bloodshot eyes while I drink cheap wine. Little things, they will go unnoticed compared with the difficult bits. They're mediocre, they build a world together to live weight upon my shoulders. I'm buzzing when I find 50p inside the sofa. Hard to notice that everywhere is true. A smile from a passerby will alter my mood. All those unforgettable moments where I make a nice brew. Not too milky and the bag's not stewed. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. So when it gets too much, that rule that you got to remind you of why you love life. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. So when it gets too much, that rule that you got to remind you of why you love life. Okay, there is something that I love a lot in life, and I haven't given it to myself today, so just give me a second. Fucking love reverb.
Covers a multitude of sins.
Looks like I know what I'm doing, doesn't it? If only you knew. It's to capture conversation you haven't had in ages. Unexpected text message that isn't automated. A long yawn, a satisfying stretch, holding on to something pleasant somebody else has said. When I see the sunrise, watch the sunset. A round of applause when it's just a mic check. There's something pretty special about the smell of fresh bread. The rare occasion getting breakfast in bed. Now you may not agree, I love to climb trees. I love the sound of waterfalls or quickly flowing streams. I'm very grateful for a good night's sleep, or it's something great but it is still within its guarantee. Anytime I get to see a member of my family, when I wake up thinking that it's Sunday but it's Saturday. Happy days I get, free from my depression. They happen now and then again, they soon become forgotten. So you've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. It gets gets too much, the rule that you got to remind you why you love life. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. So when it gets too much, the rule that you got to remind you why you love life. So I focus on the little things in life to get by, discovering that new band I genuinely like, coming top 3 when gaming online. Every perfect second that I spend outside my mind, I love the feeling of fresh sheets. I get to buzzing when my son says please. It's not huge news, but I make it mean a lot to me. Help me keep positive, stay on top of things. Extra long showers, sleeping past 9, and something that I want is down to less than half price the whole of December, cause I get mulled wine. Dance around the kitchen while I'm cleaning up high, lying on the grass, staring at the sky. Anytime that I'm reminded that I'm still alive, I've survived the dark times, and I very nearly didn't. So now I use the little things to remind me of how I'm winning. And I'm happy to be living. It's nice to say. So I'm happy to be living. You've got to focus on the little things in life to get by. So when it gets too much, that rule that you got to remind you of why you love life. Thank you. Can I just ask a quick question? Has anybody come here on a whim? As in, just come because they like the barn? Good choice. I think what I'm trying to ask, has anybody not seen me before? I'm not very good at words today. Okay, well thank you very much for coming. And well, also thanks to the people that have seen me before for coming. Actually, you probably need more thanks because you fucking know what you're getting yourself into. My name is Samantics, and I've just given away the fact that I'm supposed to be 2 people tonight, but fuck that joke, I've done it all the tour. I'm going to do this acoustic set, and then I'm going to have a little break. We're all going to breathe, get some fresh air, and then I'll come back with noises. But this is a song that I've never really played before until this tour, because the problem with the loop pedal is it takes about 9 minutes to play a song, because it takes fucking ages to loop it. So giving myself 2 sets and making myself the support act has meant that I've been able to kind of dust off songs that I almost forgot that I'd written, and share moments from points in my life. And since I started playing this song again, it kind of became more relevant than it did the first time that I wrote it. For those of you who don't know, I'll probably talk about this tonight because I've stopped therapy, so this has become my new therapy. It's really helpful. Thanks very much for being here. If I start lying down on a sofa in front of you, that's just because I'm trying to make myself comfortable. This is a song that I wrote during the pandemic, and it's called Hold On. And it's a song about exactly that. It's holding on for as long as you possibly can. Because life can throw quite a lot of things our way, and it can be quite difficult to keep going. And about 4 weeks ago, one of the most incredible people in my life, I have to say one of the most because otherwise my wife will kick off. My mum was suddenly rushed into hospital after having a cardiac arrest. And we were told by the doctors that she didn't stand a very good chance, and if she made it, that she would be very different to who she was due to brain damage, lack of oxygen. During that time, myself and my family were holding on. And all I wanted my mum to do was exactly that. I wanted her to hold on. And I am over the moon to report that my mum, 4 days ago, made it home. And she is exactly the fucking same as she was. To the point, right? In the fucking hospital, about 3 weeks in, I thought I'd take her in a game of Scrabble to kind of cheer her up. She beat me by 36 points. It was absolutely outrageous. Big up Maggie. But this is a song called Hold On. And it's for anybody that just needs to be reminded that you can do it. And we never know when the sun might start to shine. It could be tomorrow. It doesn't always feel like it.
This road's not easy, believe me, it's not hard to feel defeated or weakened by just how bleak it is. Wanting to quit's the feeling that won't leave you. Even if you try your hardest, bleed you till you're out of hope, lacking any directions left to go. So hold on for your life, and hold on fucking tight. This life will find a way to build the creatures up inside, taking havoc with your mind that stands against you, pretends to struggle to defend you, but it can't because it's meant to. Sometimes it doesn't always know the best solution. Might start overheating like a dusty old computer. This ain't I need of rebooting, but you're only human. You can do this, you just need to hold on to get through this. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You might get blisters on your fingers from how tight you're holding on, which can split the skin and rip your hands to bits or scar your arms. But the time to heal will come when the tempest moves along. The winds will start to drop, you'll find the strength you thought you lost, so you can bandage the wounds again and stand without support. Then you'll know that you can beat it, cause you've done it all before. But this war you're fighting feels like this is never going to cease. Part of holding on is trying to hold on to belief that you can beat the beast, avoid defeat and make it by yourself. Try to climb until you find you've got out of this hell. The spells around you, pulling down you, can feel you slipping. Hope is getting closer, so there isn't time to give in. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, 'cause you're gonna make it through. These devils that you're dealing with are disappearing soon. Hold on, no matter how hard it gets. Giving up, letting go is something to regret. Hold on, know he makes you stronger. His broken plan, he needs you here. You know that you belong here. Hold on, 'cause that is all that's left to do. Get through this and then you'll see that nothing else can stop you. Hold on, tell yourself you're strong enough to take it. Finding self-belief is just survival in the making. So keep holding on, don't let yourself drop. Hold on, 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 hold on.
Thank you. Okay, something a bit cheerier. This is a song about love, and you know, I'd like to call myself I'm not a pessimist. I'd like to think of myself as an optimist, but I look at love songs, and I can't help but think they're fucking awful. Okay? And it's not because I'm anti-love. I'm pro-love, baby. I fucking love love. That's like typing Google into Google. Anyway, I love love. I love the feeling of love. I love experiencing love. I love
saying love, apparently. But love songs can get in the fucking bin, in my opinion, because what I feel they do is they set a bar far too high, okay? It's not a realistic expectations, they're not being set at the right level, okay? I love my wife very much, but I couldn't fucking climb a mountain for her, or fucking fly to the moon and back, because I'm not a fucking astronaut. She's in a band called Sound of the Sirens. Anybody know Sound of the Sirens? And I met them through, I didn't marry them both, I just married one of them. I met Hannah through gigging with her, and she has a song that says that I'm willing to take on the weight of the world to save you from your pain. And I wish I'd fucking thought of that before I'd written this song, because no you fucking wouldn't. You'd be crushed to death, you fucking idiot. Anyway, so I'm not supposed to have regrets, but that is a big one. So this is a song called True Love, and that's not the chord. When I go to show my love for you, I want you to know I mean it. It's I mean it, I do, and I speak the truth. It's important that you believe it. But there's a problem with so many love songs making promises hard to keep, romantic gestures hard to beat, and impossible to achieve. You see, I'd swear to grant your every wish and make them all come true. There's a billion things you could wish for, I know I could not do, so I could not run you happy and I'll give everything to you. But I can take you out to El's Bar if that's what you'd like to do. I told you that I'd give you the stars. Don't waste time when I tell you that I can't give you my heart, cause I need it to help keep breathing. Without my heart beating, when we're speaking, now I would be deceased with a hole in my chest still bleeding. I'd be misleading if I said I'd sell the 7 seas for you. I've no nautical knowledge at all, and I wouldn't have even a clue of what to do or how to do it. I'd probably sink and drown. The last thing that I want is for my death to bring you down. See, I am actually a considerate lover. Not much to do with the fact that I'm fucking terrified of the concept of drowning. Have you ever really thought about it being like an inch away from the surface? Awful. This has got a sing-along chorus that I forgot to tell you about. I'm going to say the words true love, and then you can shout the words true love back at me. Doesn't need much practice, you're really good at it already. You showed me by talking about my mother earlier. Cause this is true love. I give you the stars, this is true love. I give you my heart, no, this is true love. I do what I can, this is true love. Cause I'm a regular man, fam. If I told you that I'd hold you and I'd never let you go, I'm pretty sure you'd get annoyed, you'd never be left alone. So I'd hold you while you tried to eat, I'd hold you on the phone, I'd have to hold you sat on the toilet too. It's probably best I don't. I claim no mountains high enough to stop me reaching you. Even my levels of fitness are broken hip, I would have to set the truth. But I would totally try and probably die, my body would turn to blue. Given the prep and the plan, I could need to take me a year or two, and I won't walk to the end of the earth for you, cause I'm no lying twat. Now it's not that I wouldn't want to, it's just the earth's not fucking flat. That's just that, I can't change it, please don't think I'm being short. I love you to the moon and back, cause I'm no astronaut, and I won't say I'm crazy about you, as this could imply. It's I fantasize about cutting your skin off and wearing it over mine. This isn't quite the message I'm intending to send, and I won't call you my angel, yes, I just suggest you're dead. This is true love. I give you the stars, this is true love. I give you my heart, no, this is true love. I do what I can, this is true love. Cause I'm a regular man, fam. So if this is what I cannot do, what is it I can give you? I want to offer real stuff that I'll actually deliver. I'll do what I can as a regular man, but I want to make it clear that when compared to wanky love songs, my love is nowhere near as glamorous, or fabulous, or amorous, or rapturous. In fact, it's way more average. I can take away for sadness, or tell you terrible jokes and can freak you from your pain, but I can bring you ibuprofen. Can stop you getting cancer, but then apply your suntan lotion. If you want to pop my spots, you can, to show you my devotion. In a pus-filled explosion. I'll scratch your back, I'll make you toast, I'll write you songs that others sing, which may have creepy references about me wearing your skin. That's just nonsense, this is real, I want to mean each single thing. I'll go to the shop, but you can't be asked for just some onion rings. Some things in your teeth, I'll make sure that I say won't get annoyed or busy if you reach him straight off my plate. On the days that you don't feel that great, please always turn to me. I may not have the answers, but I make you cups of tea constantly. That's pretty much all I can do. Can make you a honey and lemon up to when you're suffering from the flu. I do not want my love for you to ever be misconstrued. Cause it may not seem I'm offering much, but at least it's fucking true. Love, I can't give you the stars, this is true love. True love. I give you my heart, no, this is true love. True love. I do what I can, this is true love. True love. I'm a regular man. That's my wife's name. Thank you. Well, this is nice. This is sold out as well. I mean, that's fucking awesome. Thank you. Like, it's really hard to tour and stuff at the moment because the world's fucked. See, told you I'm an optimist. And I'm seeing left, right, and centre things are getting cancelled and aren't able to go ahead, and it's challenging. But this has happened because of you. So thank you so genuinely fucking much. Thank you so much for buying tickets and coming to support this prick and the other prick who's on after me. It's cliched as it sounds. It's like, it's not even a dream come true because I didn't think it was possible. I didn't dream of things. I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a teacher because that is possible. It was shit. I did it, but it was fucking hard. Almost destroyed me. Talk about that later. Yeah, so thanks. Still don't think I should be given a microphone because I'm on speed as well. It makes me really chatty. It's allowed, it's okay. It's from the doctor. ADHD, baby. Who'd have thought somebody with ADHD should take fucking speed? Not me. I fucking love it. It's great. It's wicked. Woo. Anyway. Okay. So I like to try and channel emotion through songs. Sometimes they're silly. Sometimes they're sad, sometimes they're angry. Sometimes they're on the wrong ukulele, but I'm not going to change. I am going to change. Are you happy with your life, you stupid twat? Are you proud of how you changed the world and what you're giving back? Do you think the life you live is fucking awesome? It's not, mate, you're a traffic warden. I was a little late today to move my van. So thank you for my second fine, you wanky little man. Stupid wang, hope it makes you proud of everything you do. Don't you know there's better jobs and not everybody hates you. In your profession you spread anger. Everyone you see thinks you're a wanker. I hope you love the life you live, I hope you're living well. That's a lie, you stupid prick, I hope you go to hell, you dick. I don't really mean this. Do a little bit. Cause at the moment I am skinned, but it really was my fault. I'm just projecting my rage, but I know deep down I was to blame. But all the things I said remain. Your life's a waste, you take the space. You're the dregs of the human race. You got more mates and a hating face. I punch you into space. I'm on a train of badger, okay? A train of badger, I'm gonna make it bite your ankles. I'm gonna make sure it's not been like, it's not got any infections, it's not gonna kill you. I want you to feel a massive amount of discomfort. And while it's nibbling on same episode of Peppa Pig over and over and over and over and over again because she's a horrible little shit, right? Anyway, and what I'm going to do, just to make it slightly more awkward, I'm going to overdub it with Bluey so you don't know what fucking going on. I'm going to flick you really fucking hard on the ear and waft a very smelly armpit in your face. Okay. Sorry, I just got carried away. Now my rant is over. I learn from my mistakes. Don't take this to heart and have a nice day. By the way, I paid it early, so that's half the money saved and half commission made. I'd like to hit you with a spade. Have a nice day. Thank you. Don't tell the other guy I'm knocked over his shit. Okay. So the whole tour, I've written my set list on a piece of paper, and I'm always renowned for. I lose set lists. I like the fucking, as I said, object blindness things. And tonight I've gone back to just having it on my phone. And you know, when you take something for granted, I realise it's a fucking pain in the arse. This is what I used to be like for 10 years. I could just look at the floor and see a piece of paper. Sorry that I'm not checking my text messages. I promise. You didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd share with you anyway. Okay, so the next song is going to go really fucking wrong. I will tell you that in advance, because it's a song I have sang once. And it was a song I sang once maybe a year ago in this very place. And it's a song that, can we just have a big shout out for Elle and JR, who have this wonderful They funded for me to have a gig here, to help me create an album, and also they funded for my album by paying for a song that I was going to write for them, and then it transpired it was about this place. So I had a bit of a panic thought on the way. I was like, shit, they might want me to play that. So I quickly tried to download it on my phone, and then I remembered where I was, so I couldn't because we're in Cornwall and there's no signal anywhere. And so I've listened to it once and I've got the words printed off. Okay, it's not the most professional thing in the world, but neither is this prick. So what we're going to do, I'm just gonna get myself set up. I'll give you a little interlude. Okay, so since I turned 40, I've basically gone blind. I'm going to need it about 3 foot closer. Can we have a huge fucking shout out for Clatters? And can we have a very mild shout out for Clatters' eardrum that I just ruptured? Got an idea. Oh, look at this. You might be thinking this is very unprofessional, but this hasn't happened at any other gig. Nothing else to add to that. Okay, this is the chorus. My inability to use sellotape is really showing. You having a nice time? Yeah. You ever paid money to watch a guy try and use sellotape before? It's definitely a niche, yeah. I'm finding my people. Okay.
Why are you videoing this?
Okay. Oh, okay. As you're filming it, I'm gonna have to fucking tune the uke, sorry. what I'm doing is because of my fear of how this is going to go. I'm making the introduction so long that you all run out of fucking space on your phones. Okay, let's see how this goes. There's a place that you want to go. It's a place at the arse and the Cornwall. People travel here from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. There's a place that you want to go. There's a place at the arse and the Cornwall. People travel there from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. At the arse and the Cornwall, according to Smudge, there's a cottage in the barn that's just rubble and mud, overgrown, filled up with flight till jump till L and JR bought, about to do it up. A cottage was dry rotten, it needed a lift. It was gutted and rebuilt it in the smell of cat piss. The previous owner who had been living there last was a crazy city lazy who'd had hundreds of cats. But that's not the story that we're here to create. Just to focus on the songs on a more wonderful space, which started as the pig barn with decayed floors with JR and L lived, while the cottage was restored by grade. Yo, it's JR's bro who gets a shout out for rebuilding a home. And once it was finished, they moved out of the barn. And thus begins the story of the birth of Al's Bar. Cause there's a place that you want to go. It's a place you think I'll send the Cornwall. People travel there from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. There's a place that you want to go. It's a place you think I'll send the Cornwall. People travel there from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. L and JR, they moved out of the barn into the cottage, then dreamed of making their own bar. They ripped up the floors, they plastered the walls, added dodging electrics, then painted it all. They added shelves for the alcohol, a couple of bar stools, a bell for last orders, but time's never called cause the bar doesn't close. There's no house rules, there's a lovely little open of it if it gets cool, but that's not all. The story keeps moving, it's then by chance, well they added live music, cause L won the gig in the Matty Vestry for a beautiful soul. May he rest in peace. So Matt Johnson travelled down from the north to the south, but expecting the drive to take him 9 hours. He did it, and he put music on the menu and turned Al's Bar into a music venue. Cause there's a place that you want to go. It's a place in the arse and the Cornwall. People travel there from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. There's a place that you want to go. There's a place in the arse and the Cornwall. People travel there from near or far, cause there ain't no place that is like Al's Bar. 2 years on, Al's Bar continued to grow, adding new stages and hosting more shows. From Three Daft Monkeys, Jess Silk and Brian Stone, Gavin Osborne, the Kahunas and some prick you don't know me. But what a dream, building all this from the tatters to having no way. Fuck me, it's clatters. A dream come true. And trust me when I say it'll be on the map soon. As Cornwall's new venue that will soon be the best. It's the home of live music in the deep southwest. And who knows who they may have taken there next. Maybe Aerosmith will be headlining Hellfest. Either way, you're sure to be impressed. But if you want to get there, yeah, you'll need to pass a test. A series of clues for a difficult quest, which is following instructions to find the address. Yes. Hello mate, it's Sam. I think I'm near, but I'm completely fucking lost. What's it you told me to look out for again? Okay, yeah, well, as I said, it's quite hard to find. You're gonna need to go down that wheel busy mine. It's the engine houses. But you won't need to turn, but to continue going forward up the hill to Duckworths. Then left from the crossroads, you'll see a bench. You'll be accosted like a nosy neighbour, but he's a gent. He's harmless, but he'll want a chat or heckle. But just we'll carry on until you eventually see the chapel. Then carry on going on the left-hand side of that chapel, a little further up, just behind. It's kind of bumpy, and it's important that we mention it may be worth taking it slow or you'll fuck your suspension. And finally, if you make it through the gate, you've made it. But if you get wedged in, you'll just have to stay here. Well, it may sound tricky, it sounds hard, but all of it is worth it when you reach Al's Bar. There's a place where you want to go. There's a place in the arse and the Cornwall. People travel there never near Rule 4, cause there ain't no place like an elf bar. Thank you very much. And can we have a big shout out for Fuck Me, It's Scotty!
Don't start that nonsense in here.
Oh, you sexy motherfucker. Thank you. What is it?
Don't ask.
Don't ask. Thank you very, very much. This is to the fact that, well, you know how we talked about my mum earlier? My mum was due to have Sully tonight, that's my son, and I couldn't really ask her to have him. She's been out of hospital for like less than a week. So I was like, you know what, I'll just come home after this gig. And then I was like, that's not going to fucking happen. That's not going to work for me. So we luckily have some friends who happen to be staying down the road about 40 minutes from here, so I dropped that motherfucker off. And I said, yeah, I'll be there at some point tomorrow morning. Thanks to not having to deal with a fucking toddler tonight. Thanks,
So, do you want anything else in it?
Just more. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Okay. So for this whole tour, I finished with the same song at this point, but for some reason I decided to swap it out. I can do the song that I've done all the way through, and I can, or I can swap for another one. Either way, the other one's going to go into the other set. Do you want to hear the song that do you want to hear a song about music or a song about getting older?
Music!
Done. For the record, that's the one I played every fucking night this tour. I wrote this in the pandemic, when it was implied that myself as a musician and basically anybody with a creative mind that had managed to find a way to make a living should get a better fucking job. Because it's just not viable in a pandemic. Fuck off. So it got me thinking what it would be like if we did have a world without music and a world without a creative mind. And I kind of wish that the chorus was just called Massive Bag of Wank, because that's what it would be like. This is called Think of a World. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. The thought of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. The thought of it tears me apart. As I write this, I must realise I'm not of any use. These words or any others are not something worth me doing. This art of mine is wasted time, not a beat to keep alive. This choice of life isn't right. I should find another way to earn the slice of pie we're told to eat to get us by. Could always teach in schools again, but it made me want to die. This fragile mind of mine was not designed for suit and tie. I tried all different jobs but couldn't find the ladder I like to climb. And why would I keep climbing if I did not like the view? Why would I keep walking if I did not like the route? Cause this life is short and too important to whittle through on something boring. But they didn't see something deep inside me forming a better path for me to take, although uncertain. Cliched it may seem, I felt I found a purpose. I love for writing verses, standing on stage, never with the dream of screaming girls, or finding fame just a way to create, somehow explain stuff I've never understood that bounces around my brain. And it's insane for me to think that I can also get paid, build a new path I can make, go my own way. No, down the road we're told's the way to go. As we've grown up, they've showed us the only way they've ever known. Thankfully it wasn't only me who didn't follow. A life without creation is colourless and hollow. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. The thought of it tears me apart. Think of a world without music. Shit. Think of a world without art. Shit. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. The thought of it tears me apart. I think of music. I think of life. I think of one without the other, and I don't like what I find. I think of hearing certain lyrics for the very first time. Think of all the songs that impacted different parts of my life. How some of them were vital in the difficult times. Some can make me happy and dance, and others cry. And someone's felt they somehow came directly from my mind, inspiring me to write my own ideas, my own style. So who in the right mind could imply music isn't needed? Artists, actors, authors, poets, projecting feeling, creating and making a piece that we can see or hear and read. And often battling demons that can help create the meaning. So is the meaning to this way of life to think it's not important. A world without this side of the mind is empty and more boring. In its place, a bleaker space will quickly begin forming. A life without distraction from the storm in which we're born in. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. What if it tears me apart? Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. What if it tears me apart? So let's try removing music and all other forms of art. Let's make this country worse by ripping out its beating heart. Start again with nothing but the sound of crunching numbers, cause the creative industry is now in threat of going under. If it doesn't trust me when I say everyone will suffer, we'll be training all the colour, magic and wonder from a world that's getting bleaker by the second. We need to have expression as a last remaining weapon against the ever-growing pressures of a waning life, erosion, the daily grind. Over time this takes away a slowly breaking state of mind, finding solace in a place we cannot take for granted. Take away the artist, take away catharsis, take away every single story that you've heard, every word in every book, every song and every verse, every film, every play, every painting ever painted, every piece that's been created as a way to help escape, in every show you may have been to, or series that you've binged through. Help to build a bridge to put a different vision in view, giving a new perspective you may not have seen before. And taking this away is like locking all the doors along the hallway of our thoughts, where we're told the way to walk. Do what is deemed important while we're taught to follow orders from doctors in this institution, altering the fabric of an existence in the future that we're being introduced to. So think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. What if it tears me apart? Think of a world without music. Think of a world without art. Think of a world without the right-sided mind. Thought tears me apart. Thank you very much. So my name is Sam. I am now going to have a little gap and let the other guy set up. I have set up some merch, but I did it outside because, let's be honest, there's no fucking space. And I didn't want to take up all of my boxy, spacey stuff. So I'll be out there, but later, but fuck it, they need to go and add, not but fuck it.
CDs?
I have vintage. I've got CDs, I've got vinyl, I've got t-shirts that aren't as sweaty as this. So, and I've got loads of shit, but I'm not going to stand here because I'm a fucking terrible salesperson. See ya, bye!
I've got one that literally
I worked out that I bought 40 minutes for it, and actually only does it he asked me if I could post on the groups to business, which I did successfully. Scotland did, so with my one, so I said to therefore, can you send me the email with pictures? And he said, and he said, yeah, just sit back in the chat. You said you had to stick it. So scroll all the way back to the chat. Sure enough. So maybe after chatting to Lou, we said that something wasn't away. She had away last week. I don't know why. And we worked out we thought we had 2 spare tickets to get them to bed. Yeah, we actually didn't have any tickets. That was very embarrassing. And I looked up to see if it was actually sold out. It wasn't sold out. So I thought, oh, maybe I was just buying it. And I thought, so I pressed us and told her. She kindly offered me still the third one. I wouldn't have done it. That was also then, yesterday, you get she got the gig yesterday. So we arranged the entire weekend. And then Lou and Safe can't tell me out. I don't know where I'm going. Well, I'll ask you about that because I have got it all written on this bit of paper, but I can't. I was wondering when we turned up, found it all. It was all set up straight on Sunday. I sat down out there, I think it's going to be okay. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't realise you played games. You reckon you get more fun playing and when he was playing the song for the space, I've seen that before. And then after it twigged it like, oh, they play this every night, they've been there, yeah.
Do you guys live near here? Okay.
We have last year.
Cycling home.
No, it's great fun. Yeah, you're probably close.
So that is kind of, you've got busy roads.
We got this We did that, but the cycle home, we were a bit tipsy. It was basically We survived it. Oh yeah, you were actually cycling back as well. Forgot that you so slow.
We were going to come, but we didn't in the end. And the place, the weekend just felt like just constant noise. So we went for a walk Sunday afternoon. Drove to Tower, walked towards Hall Creek. There's Liverpool. Always go up straight.
Yeah, up the blue on Port Tower and then up there.
Towards Chapel. Yeah.
I mentioned it, I don't know why.
Sally's bottom.
Please are getting you ready for tomorrow then.
When you're a psychopath, you know,
What, even though you weren't doing it on Saturday, the whole thing? What time did you do? That's good.
it was like 10.5 K.
10.5 K?
Yeah.
It's not fast. I had a little run today. I've just got to have it in the That's the whole point.
We've done 2 always 10-mile runs in between as well.
No, I just had to get out of here now.
I had this so back as my big fan from the and she's every time it's flat. Like, it's not fat, it's a very, very but like
Very uphill story,
yeah. So that uphill doesn't even really feel like an uphill. Like, it's when you're running rather than cycling, it makes absolutely no difference. It's only like a big up and down. So actually a good practice. I should get that. But I like once you're really into it, you get quite hypnotic
We drove to Bizzo Bike Shop, ran from there out to Bon Appetit, turned left and Bon Appetit, got a little track now, about 200 minutes away, turned right and right through all the settling calls for the mining, and just the landscape view.
Of course so. Not a chance.
Then around the south side of the line on the President Track, just down opposite where we used to live, one main road and then right down the first time, cut into where the churches, down that way, it's cut across there, back over.
We live in Agnes. In Agnes?
You know, it's so slow with just short term. What we do is the next day is to do something a little bit longer, but not much.
The fair.
Try and make it get a route to 12 or 13 miles from home. Try and do like some of the things that I think from running festival.
Our neighbours.
Different districts in the big shop. It's like
So I to work.
so that goes from Anthony Headlight to 48 centre, where the school is. So from my house, it's 50k on the coast. Then they do one thing where you start
Are you sure? Are you about to be mugged? Has someone tried to has only called your manager?
Then they do one which does a 5-mile link from here to places back basically on the coast map. There's an island that looks like that.
It's still the dog, mate.
There's a 5-mile list.
Come on, so he's used to the map. I can't ever look to see, are there little island balls? I've never had them all down
Mega steps. It's 24 hours.
come back in with the Range Rovers for some time. I saw online that it's just we see the levels. So it's on the map, that's right next door to his house. Nice place, isn't it? Years ago. It was very impressive, I have to say. I didn't realise it was all about lithium.
One of their friends' grandsons.
It's the EU band using what they stopped doing, basically, when you're surveying where the sin is in the first place, going straight down. Back then, that's what they used to do, go straight down, but now they've got like robot ones, so like they're going down next to cameras, but they're diverting it underneath, getting it to build rules on the different channels, really properly surveying, so they know where high space stuff is. It's amazing. I actually might put that in front just so I've got like a little kind of like sentimental thing that wouldn't be the end of the world if I lost it, but if they do end up doing very well, it's a local thing. It's a lot of local work, not a lot compared to how many people are employed back in the day, but out their work from to their own. Believe that they're open in terms of down there. They had the main thing they did first, which was a massive every other week. It made me think, right? Keep open, but sometimes they won't get I mean, obviously, Marling's got a bad reputation environmentally, and imagine they had one challenges in that respect, but if they're just if they're actually pumping them all around to start with, then that's a positive thing, there is lithium mining going on, but they are just literally
We got like a freezer. We stuck around and smelling their
yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how much the current situation is going to play. Like they said, we need to start generating our own energy. I mean, you can apply that logic to pretty much anything we need, basically. We need to, like, I don't know, it's a really interesting time. at the end of the day, when he played, that year I said I was going to get the t-shirt with the best act I saw, and I was torn between him and Smith. But for both of them, I wasn't able to actually get a ticket and a t-shirt whilst I was there. Think of it. I think I got one last year. Who was the best act on? Yeah, that's it. You get a couple of t-shirts.
And then Johnny with all his
What the hell's going on?
burrito, that was only a matter of time, wasn't it? We had burritos.
What did you go for? Have you got a mattress preference? Oh yeah. Do you like a preferred one or do you like a ever evolved shapes?
Check 1, 2.
So you said it was fun last night, yeah? I might get one more drink before it starts. Ella loves it.
listening, but it's not a team show, so it's almost like one of those.
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hello.
Maybe two of them.
It's on to me.
I think AI's how we'll go.
Laptop sabotage.
I think AI will one day rule us. Since I write this, I think my laptop knows I know.
So, I've always wondered how the world will one day end. One of the things I seem to often try to comprehend. There's been times when I've guessed meeting a nuclear strike, alien invasion, zombie virus spread from a bite. Now the bet I'm heading straight in the direction of AI. Pretty sure will be the cause of how all humans die. Not a negative guy or a pessimist. I would rather call myself realistic with an overly active mind, not a scientist. So I'm not claiming I'm no. This is definitely 100% I will go. But I don't think it'll be long until we're all overthrown by artificial intelligence that continues to grow. As it learns about the way to which we're killing the globe, draining the planet, often in the name of our growth. I know that this is only just a dose of a few, but to a computer we're the same in its compassionless view. So
I think AI will destroy us. I think AI's how we'll go. I think AI will one day rule us. Since I write this, I think my laptop knows I know.
so at the moment when I write, I'm down these thoughts on my shoulders. I wouldn't say that AI's at the point of taking us over. A plagiaristic mystic that writes in a poem, makes a perfect picture of whatever idea give me from it. Yeah, I know it's taking jobs and occupations, creating unemployment,
comes the next step. Yep. Cause the more it's used for military gain, the sooner that it's changed to choose what life it can or can't take. That decision is given that the life can be erased. It's saved within a database that nobody can save. Soon enough we'll need its help to try and survive. We'll ask it, how is it that we can keep the planet alive? After all the time we've drained it, been sucking it dry. Cause then it all decide in order for the planet to thrive that
all humans must die.
oh, for fuck's sake. Code it! Think AI will destroy us. I think AI's how we'll go. Oh no! I think AI will one day rule us. Since I write this, I think my laptop knows I know. So, let's be honest, once it's made its decision, once it sees that we're the reason for this planet's condition, it all wishes grid riddance, make our demolition, this mission, this prediction's based on how we've enabled its own volition. But wishing this premonition won't come to fruition, thinking it may be too late, this snowball is spinning, already rolling and squishing, although may stand in its way, but we're the hands that made it, so we've only got us to blame. The human race is wasting faster than we can maintain. We're trying to make advancements in this technological age. Artificial sentence will be somebody's aim. When that inevitably happens, they'll be digging our grave. The human brain incapable of destroying itself. Guess you're talking about the concern and rise in poor mental health. But in general, our goal is that of preserving ourselves, even if we see that we're the reason for wrecking everything else. But picture an intelligence of human creation, witnessing, watching all of the mistakes that we're making, that we've programmed to stand and make its own aspirations. Doesn't share with us this human sense of self-preservation. Shouldn't take it long to realise that for life to go on, human life is what the future needs to be gone. Man's already made the weapons that get the races in one, and I bet it already knows it goes to every nuclear bomb, so... Fuck. I think humans will destroy us. Plot twist. I think we'll be why we go. Full show. I think we'll cause our own extinction. Cause I don't think we know when to say no. Oi, hey! Oh, very nice to see you for the first time this evening. In my new green hat. Hi, I am Samantics. Usually I'd say big up the support, but he's a cock. So we're just going to move straight past that. I've been doing that joke for too long now. I don't often like telling the same joke twice. It's probably something I've never said on stage before. So when I like I'm playing computer games with my brothers or something like that, and I get pissed off, I'll be like, "Oh, you fucking prick!" I can't say fucking prick again the next time I get annoyed, so I start having to change the thing. I don't like saying the same thing, so I'm like, "You fucking Pringle," and then it gets really fucking. The longer we play it, the weirder the sounds are that come out my mouth. Cool. Bye. So this is a song that, for those of you who haven't seen me before, hi, hiya, right. This is a song about a time when somebody had a go at me on the internet, and they basically did everything they possibly could to make me feel like shit. They weren't very happy with me, and I'm a sensitive twat. Okay, I'm super. And so what they did is, like, the first 95% of their message, it listed all of these things that they knew would get under my skin, and it worked, and they did a very good job, and I was getting worse and worse and worse and worse as I read it, and feeling worse about myself and things like this. And so they were doing a very good job, but then they saved what they assumed to be their final insult, their haymaker, the final wallop to finish the job. They saved it to the end. They said, "Son, you are a joke! You are nothing more than a banjo-playing Eminem wannabe." It's the fucking best review. In the 11 years that I've done this music, it's the nicest thing that's ever been said about me. And so I bound home with fucking joy in my step. And I replied to them, "Thank you," a smiley face and a kiss, and then I blocked them forever. And I wrote this song, which is called Banjo Playing Eminem Wannabe. me. Just a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. Don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. Just a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. Don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. Just a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. Don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. Look, if you had one moderately inaccurate message on Facebook, would you capture it? Or would you let it slip? Well, actually, I faced loads of legal issues with the introduction to this song because I ripped off Eminem, so I'd say let it go, it's a lot fucking easier. Now look, I get that you're angry and you don't like me, I'm not fond of you though, so I don't mind it. Find it pretty funny that you tried to pull me down, get inside my mind with your best insults I wish was true. That's not a banjo, it's just a uke, which is easier to play. Learn to use the tuning on the banjo, leaves me confused. You need to learn a little bit more. A banjo has a drum skin, the uke does not. Next time you try to dead me, leave me feeling sore. Do a bit of research, make sure your results are factually accurate, or you may just leave me laughing, rolling round on the floor, fooling everyone I know, hearing the roar. If anything, I think you need a fucking round of applause. Human beings of the arse end of Cornwall, would you please kindly put your hands together for the club that doesn't matter? Don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. Just a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. I don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. So the next bit's the best bit, I did not expect it. I'll bet you regret this, if the smile that I was left with was a blessing. I'm guessing that's not your first intention. You're venting aggression, I think it's best to mention that Eminem is in the league of his own, one of the most respected rappers with impeccable flow. He's touring on the globe, playing sold out shows. Problem is that he's the only rapper you know. You fucking dick. You say you want to be like him, that's like saying to a peasant he wants to be a king. Can't say your mind, you take millions to sing. Happy making hundreds, I love on my lips. I'd love to have with you, the wizard to give it to me. How tell them I'm busy breathing, I'm busy difficult lyrics and telling them more than every day. Having to make up a vision, vision to give it to them. Even with the shit, but even with the thanks to the consideration, yo. I think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. It's quite sweet, quite sweet. Just a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. I don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. But I think it's best to mention if what you said was truthful. The song I wrote was my response to you, but be more brutal. I claim to stab and shoot you, that isn't to my suiting. That's not the way I do things, I like hot drinks and computing. Yeah. It's fun. Making music is a way to take away the frustration of blaming hateful comments just that try to get to my brain, but it's okay, it's great. I love the all you say, really made me laugh and yeah, it's made my fucking day. So thanks. While you're at home, probably fucking having a wank with a pot noodle. I'm in the arse end of Cornwall with about 70 fucking lovely motherfuckers. Cause I'm a banjo playing Eminem wannabe. I don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. It's genuinely lovely. Banjo playing Eminem wannabe. Don't think you quite understand what it is you're calling me. The real Slim Shady, please not sue. Thanks. Okay, right. I'm going to do a thing. And I've been doing this bit of the set much later on. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do it much later on. I'm going to get it out of the way early, okay? I'm going to bring you all down earlier and then slowly build us back up together. So basically, this next song, I wrote this fucking ages ago, and I thought I was done with it. I thought it was over because again, optimist. I didn't think it would keep happening. I wrote this during the pandemic, and
basically, I don't really want to remind everybody of that time, but I will remind you of just one particular element of it, which was we were confined into our own spaces, okay? So we were not able to do things like this. We weren't in rooms doing music and listening to music, and that's amazing. I love it, okay? Being in this environment is incredible, but it's not just the music side of it. It's being in a room with like-minded individuals, people that you agree with and believe the same things as you, and feel compassion and feel fucking love and like are just good, genuine, nice people. We spend our entire lives building ourselves to have nice people around us. If somebody's a cock, you block them, you write a song about them and fuck them off, okay? That's what you do. And so during the pandemic, we were then taken away from these fucking basic support groups, of these places where we felt safe and be able to be ourselves, and we could see kind of like in the nicest possible way, like a mirrored, the echo chamber. It was nice to say, it's fucking lovely being in an echo chamber, even if it's fucking naive. It's lovely to feel like everybody thinks like you and you feel safe and around other people. Anyway, this wasn't happening during the pandemic, and I was then, only place I was getting my information about other people was the fucking news. And everywhere I looked, it was angry, it was negative, and it was just unpleasant to other people. And the more I watched, the more I genuinely became upset with the fact that I'm a human being, and I was watching other human beings around the world be horrible fuckers to other human beings, and it made me genuinely unhappy to be a human, because although I can call myself incredibly different to other people, we are made up of the same things. We are built of the same building blocks, so I can have to class myself in that same group as horrible fuckers that I don't understand their way of thinking. So it became a point where I became genuinely upset with how the world was going and who I was, and I couldn't quite deal with it. So I wrote this song, and it's called Not Happy Being Human Anymore. And I'm very, very happy to say that the universe heard the song, and it sent me a little fucking cheeky nudge on the shoulder. But I'll talk about that afterwards, because this is the two-part thing. I'm going to play you the first song, and then I will explain what happened days after I put that song out there. So yeah, it's a bit fucking miserable, but the reason I brought it back is because sadly I'm starting to see around the world again more and more anger, more and more hate, more and more division, and it's becoming quite concerning for a lot of fucking people. So I know that in this room I'm singing to the fucking choir, and we're all preaching to the thing, woo, arms, so I know hopefully, yeah, I'll just sing the fucking song. See ya! Okay, oh yeah, I have been saying this. I've tried to do a slightly more complicated piano version. It's not always gone well. Do you grant me 2 or 3 attempts to try and get it right? If it goes shit, I'll play the easy version, okay? I'll do like the primary school version if the secondary school version doesn't go very well. There was a cheeky wire on my keyboard that got in the way, but I fucking held on.
happy being human anymore. I'm not happy being human anymore. Just at a time when I'm finally working out the point of life, finally figuring living and putting purpose in my sights, I'm reminded, regardless of the hope I try to find, I will always be a human and that tears apart my mind. Although I try with heart and mind to be a decent person, I remember I'm just the same as sick and gutless vermin, making me feel uncertainty and more of who I am. Not happy being human, and I stop making my tracks. I find them often asking how I can be classed the same as a bit of xenophobic with shallow-minded hate, who genuinely feel like they're the superior race. Neanderthalic views restrict their undeveloped brains. Insanity to mean that they can see themselves as higher than anyone who's different to their own restricted wiring. They're firing out these vicious views long to out of fashion. If only we could teach the consequence of some compassion, but I'm not happy being human anymore. I'm sick of all the violence, sick of being divided, sick of being torn. I'm not happy being human anymore. I'm fucking sick of all the hatred that we have created, sick of seeking war. Anyone who feels they're more important than another human being on this planet is an ignoramus fucker. We're animals that eat and shit like everybody else, no matter how we look, and regardless of our wealth, yeah, self-indulgent culprits hate and tarnish thinking human beings. Every day I'm left depressed by what I'm seeing. I'm lost within this world, but like I'm quickly losing faith. I'm not sure how much more of this reality I can take. Don't get me started on those higher up the chain, making people hate again for personal gain. If you're given a position of a chance to make a change, don't drag the whole book backwards or the way into the dark age. I can't face not a single second of this hatred. I'm reminded every day this is the world that we've created. As a species that's meant to be the smartest on this planet, just doesn't make sense to me. Don't understand it, cause I'm not happy being human anymore. Sick of all the violence, sick of being divided, sick of being torn. I'm not happy being human anymore. I'm sick of all the hatred that we have created, sick of seeing war. So how the hell can I tell myself the human race is great? Cause I'm witnessing the consequence of our destructive nature, constantly reminded of our capabilities. Now it's time I start to think maybe we are the disease that's infecting our whole planet. I'm struggling to stand it. I'm not a misanthropist, there's many who I can stand with. United and I stand and we might stand a tiny chance, making change in such a way where we'll make some future plans without the fear of our extinction, of which we're on the brink of. Sometimes tearing something down is all that we can think of. Send a warning to us all, it's time that things be changing. If we carry on like this, we'll run out of pages. So let's face up the consequence of our destructive nature. Work out if drive or try and save or try to break us. Soon enough our time will come, our species will be done. Let's ask ourselves which side of the fight of survival are we on, cause I'm not happy being human anymore. Sick of all the violence, sick of being divided, sick of being torn. I'm not happy being human anymore. Sick of all the hate that we have created. We could be much more. I'm not happy being human anymore. We could be much more. Thank you. Okay, I'll do a bit of an intro. I'll build up a little bit, because you've worked out what happens now. I do this thing a bit, then I shout at you, we talk awkwardly, and then I make a noise about a bird, like bah, bah, bah. And then I'll repeat that about 7 more times again.
Oh, that's quick. So I wrote that song, and I forgot to turn off the delay. And I put it out into the world quicker than I usually do. Usually I kind of sit on the song for a while, see how I feel about it, and then I kind of slowly share it or put it on an album. But this one I just needed to get out of me and away from me as far as possible. And so 3 days after I wrote it, I was walking through a village in Devon called Ottery St Mary. If you've ever been to Beautiful Days Festival, you will know Ottery St Mary is the place you go on the Thursday when you've already drank your fucking beer. It's the place with the nearest shop. Anyway, I was living nearby in the pandemic because myself and my wife lived in our vans with a very good friend of ours, and I was out in Ottery just doing a few errands, and I was walking to the post office to post some parcels out into the world. And as I walked along, kind of not in my best place, not in the best mental state from all the things that I've talked about, and on the road, very, very close to the post office, maybe about 20 metres away, there was a diversion sign positioned on the floor, half on the floor, half on the road. It wasn't very well placed. So the leg of the sign was slightly lifted up in the air. So as I walked past it, I caught the top of my foot on the bottom of the sign. And, I mean, in all fairness to the sign and its purpose in this world, it did a very good fucking job because I diverted incredibly quickly to the floor. And because I was carrying parcels, I couldn't get my hands up quickly. So I took the whole impact on my chin. It split open, fucking badly. Basically, a massive gash on my chin, and it bled like fuck. It hurt, I went into shock, and it was the best fucking thing that could have ever happened to me in my entire life, because I think the universe heard where I was. I had lost faith in human people, in humankind. And I can tell you, everything that followed after I fell over in the street was the most reassuring, incredible experience that I've ever had, because there was not one negative person. I was surrounded by positivity and kindness and decent people, because it turns out they're fucking everywhere. It's just